Greetings, students. Today we are talking about the United States History, Part 1, and I'm going to read from this, the United States Constitution and Fascinating Facts About It. And it's a supplemental by Terry L. Jordan, I believe is his name. Yes. And he has, well, at this time in 2002, he had 7 editions. I'm sure there are more by now. But the reason I'm going to read this is because we are going to talk about the foundation of the United States at some point. I'm not going through all of the United States history, of course. There's not enough time for me to do that on Zoom, especially. But I will hit key points, and there are themes that you must know about. And if you're continuing your to higher education, which I encourage you to do, you will need some of this information. And this is just, again, just one viewpoint. But the United States Constitution is something you should know about. If you vote, if you've never voted, if you're thinking about voting, if you don't know about voting, why should I vote? Why voting won't matter to me? I don't know. This is, you're right. You are in a social contract with the United States, so you should know what that means, essentially. Again, my viewpoint on that. So I'm going to start with on page 4, the Founding Fathers. And I am going to read from time to time, maybe jumping around, but I may just go ahead and read it in this order because this is the order that you learn history according to our textbooks. So I'm going to go through conventional United States history in the traditional ways it has been taught, and then I'll give you supplemental readings and text and information as well from other viewpoints, which you should know about. So again, the Founding Fathers, not my words. The United States Constitution brought together in one remarkable document ideas from many people in several existing documents, including the Articles of Confederation and Declaration of Independence. Those who made significant intellectual contributions to the Constitution are called the Founding Fathers of our country. Many of the Founding Fathers were at the Constitutional Convention, where the Constitution was hammered out and ratified. George Washington, for example, presided over the convention. James Madison, also present, wrote the document that formed the motto for the Constitution. Other Founding Fathers were not there, but made significant contributions in other ways. Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the Declaration of Independence, was serving as ambassador to France at the time of the convention. He kept abreast of the proceedings in Philadelphia by carrying on correspondence with James Madison. John Adams, as ambassador to Great Britain, wrote Defense of the Constitution of the Government of the United States of America. Thomas Paine wrote the influential pamphlet Common Sense, which immeasurably influenced the philosophy reflected in the Declaration of Independence. I'm going to read that again. John Adams, as the ambassador to Great Britain, wrote Defense of the Constitution of the Government of the United States of America. Thomas Paine wrote the influential pamphlet Common Sense, which immeasurably influenced the philosophy reflected in the Declaration of Independence. Common sense. One of the Founding Fathers, Patrick Henry, was initially opposed to the very idea of the Constitution. He wanted to keep the Articles of Confederation, the predecessor to the Constitution. However, when an agreement was made to add a Bill of Rights to the Constitution, Henry fought hard for its ratification. The term framers is sometimes used to specify those who helped craft the Constitution. Founding fathers often refers to people who contributed to the development of independence and nationhood. However, the notion of a framer or a founding father is not easily defined. Not easily defined, which I'm hoping that you'll have questions as to what that really means. So, when the following sections of the book talk about founding fathers, they are describing people who had a significant impact on the Constitution, either directly or indirectly. The list is by no means complete, but it does identify people who played a large role in the development of the Constitution at this crucial time in American history. So there you have it for the founding fathers. Next, I will probably talk about who those 6 founding fathers are and a few facts about them. I don't know how fun they are, but I'll just share the facts because these are names that you will hear as you continue to study the United States history, and names that you definitely should know. And you will be asked certain information moving forward in your academic career. However, that does not mean you should not look up other facts, maybe not so fascinating, maybe not even so wonderful, about these same founding fathers and what that means in our history and how that may affect us today. So I'll leave you with that. In the chat, I've left the 5 words again: Constitution, founding, amendments, rights, and bill, or bill. You can take the S off amendments and just look up amendment and what that means, what it is, and you can look up rights, or take the S off. Does it change? Write about those things. Don't look them up first and still write about it. What does it mean to you? What do you think the Constitution means? What do you think the Constitution should mean? And how about founding? Do you know what founding means? And if not, say you don't, and maybe you guess. What do you think it means? Number 3, amendments. What do you think an amendment is? Amendments. Number 4, rights. What are rights? We're hearing that a lot in our repertoire everywhere right now in society. And how about the last one, number 5, bill? What is a bill? We know what bills are because we get those. Our phone bills, our rent bills, our food bills, our gas bills, light bill, electricity, whatever we're calling it, sewage, everything. So we definitely know what that is, but it means something else too, maybe. Maybe you can tell me and use the Google form, comment on YouTube, send me an email, send me a remind message. Just let me know what those words mean to you and possibly what I read about the United States Constitution. Thanks for watching.